Denis Villeneuve gives us Dune, his major motion picture adaptation of the book, in which this movie is basically part one, while the next film, if this one does successfully at the box office, will be part two. I'm just going to quote the plot summary here. A mythic and emotionally charged hero's journey, Dune tells the story of Paul Atreides, a brilliant and gifted young man born into a great destiny beyond his understanding, who must travel to the most dangerous planet in the universe to ensure the future of his family and his people. As malevolent forces explode into conflict over the planet's exclusive supply of the most precious resource in existence, a commodity capable of unlocking humanity's greatest potential, which is spice, only those who can conquer their fear will survive. The film is a marvelous work of art. Denis Villeneuve gives us some of his best filmmaking on screen that we've ever seen. He directed films such as Blade Runner 2049, Arrival, and Sicario. I got Blade Runner 2049 and Sicario up there. Great films, check them out, especially Blade Runner 2049. And he does it again here, basically. With the visuals, with the storytelling, with the characters. Paul Atreides is a very compelling character. He is very interesting in terms of the kind of hero's journey he goes through in this entire film. His interaction with other people. It is very interesting to watch this kid, who is basically just a kid who is unsure of himself and his destiny, and what kind of purpose he wants to forge while his life is crumbling around him. The supporting characters also do a great job supporting our main lead. Oscar Isaac and Rebecca Ferguson plays the mother and father of the character of Paul Atreides, and they do a great job in the film. Their relationship felt natural. Their dialogue was intriguing. Their characters are also intriguing. And they help also establish the world that we are set in. So we don't feel lost in this story and how things operate. And Jason Momoa mostly plays the badass, the best friend character of the film, and he does a great job, and he gets a lot to do character-wise. The Stellan Skarsgård does a great job as a villain. He is cruel, menacing, and just downright evil, and his performance was unsettling. I don't use those words lightly when it comes to villain characters as often, but here he got under my skin, especially the visuals that he was working with this character and his physical presence. He is terrifying. The action, it's not like hardcore blockbuster visually appealing action. It's more akin to of a war film, and they're brutal, they're violent. Even though it's not rated R, it does have the impact of a narrated action sequence in terms of the violence and the way it's shot. Dave Bautista, who's rarely in the film but does a great job in the role as a villain character, he showcases a lot of brutality in his action sequences that he's able to give out, at least for a little bit. He doesn't get much to do here. But the action itself and the big battles, especially in the second act, man, they're a joy to see. And they're all helped by the visual effects, which are some of the best I've seen since Blade Runner 2049, to be honest. This film was a visual masterpiece. I couldn't tell what was practical or what was fake. There were a few times maybe you could tell it was kind of CGI, but it was still good, well put together CGI that did not distract you from the story. It all blended so well together, and you don't think about the visuals that stick out because you're just focused on the actual story. And the visuals just help with the story, maintain some sort of continuity or showcase the action or the grand scale of the story and the epic sequences that are going on. It's just well crafted. I love it. This is probably one of the best crafted films I've seen in a while. The script itself, I think maybe could have used one more rewrite at the end of the film. Everything else before was great. It set up the characters correctly, and got us intrigued in the world. It got us intrigued in the characters' heroes' journeys. And it just abruptly ends. You're going to hear that a lot. It just abruptly ends. And I think it could have used a little bit more of a closure than what they went for. This is just like a little nitpick I have. Most likely the second movie will still be great and will cement this film's ending. But I think they could have gone for something a little bit more conclusive. But if the next film is any good, then I'm still very excited. This is still a part 1. And as for a part 1, it is pretty flawless. Sure, there's a few nitpicks here and there that I could pull out of the bag. And it's not a perfect film. And I'm going to be honest, I never read the Dune book. So I'm just coming into this film as a fan of Denis Villeneuve's work and what he's been doing in the past, and I'm very interested to see where the next film goes if this is successful. And I hope this movie is successful because I want to see a part 2 of this story, because the characters were intriguing and very, I wouldn't say exciting to watch, but they were interesting to watch at least. The visuals are amazing, the story was compelling, the world building was very exciting and something new and fresh. The story takes itself seriously. It doesn't feel pretentious as I hoped it wouldn't be. It's just everything I want from a motion picture. And I can't wait to see part 2. I'm going to give Dune an A+. Man, Denis Villeneuve is probably going to be this century's Steven Spielberg or Martin Scorsese. He is the next great director, and is why he's getting so much creative freedom with his films, unlike other directors now. Unless you're Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan and him, they both have as much freedom as they want. Even if their film fails, they have proven to just make good movies all around. And I can't wait to see what Denis Villeneuve has in store for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.